2 days away now from the start of the college basketball season. Bobby Broyles and Kelly McCarthy here as we continue our CAA Hoops weekly season preview powered by Under Armour. Today, Kelly, we get a look at Towson. The Tigers went 13-17 in their first year under Nikki Reed-Geckler, and they will be looking to improve on that mark here in year 2.
The first season for any new head coach is always the toughest. The most important thing that came out of the 13-14 season was that the Tigers consistently improved from start to finish. This season will be about paying attention to details, working hard, and making an impact. Coach Reed-Geckler will have the challenge of replacing Tanisha McTiller, who finished her career as Towson's second leading scorer in program history. McTiller contributed 19 points a night as a senior, leaving some big sneakers to fill.
The Tigers were selected right in the middle of the pack in the 5th spot in the preseason poll. The Tigers have a good blend of youth and experience entering this season, led by preseason All-CAA second-team member Latori Hines-Allen.
Forward Latori Hines-Allen has the ability to be a tremendous impact player in the CAA this season. The All-Conference honoree made the most of her first year as a Tiger, scoring in double figures in 23 of the 30 games she appeared in, and leading the team with 11 double-doubles. She can beat you down low or create some distance for a jumper. She can also beat you on the boards. Junior Dominique Johnson is the spark plug that makes the Tigers go. She's a natural leader on the court and makes sure her teammates are ready. Expect her to fill the role vacated by McTiller and take over as the top scoring guard for Towson. Senior Markel Smith is another big guard for the Tigers. She's an explosive rebounder and spent the offseason working on her shot. She's a quiet player, but one that can get the job done for Towson. Complementing the veterans are 6 freshmen. It's a group that immediately had chemistry, and any one of them could contribute on any given night.
We spoke to Coach Reed-Geckler at Media Day, and she spoke on her expectations for Latori Hines-Allen this season.
I mean, Tori is just a tremendous player. I think she can give you a lot of matchup problems playing that 4 position, and she's really extended her game out to the perimeter as well. So in addition to her basketball accolades on the court, I'd like to see her be a leader this year. And she's really taken on that role and that responsibility with a lot of pride thus far. So I'm very excited about Tori's senior year.
Now as we turn our focus on the men's side, we bring back Rob Washburn. One of the most successful seasons in program history for the Tigers last season, Rob, and it was certainly a joy to watch Towson's resurgence as they were led by All-American Jarrell Benneman.
Yeah, Bobby, it had to be extremely rewarding for head coach Pat Scarry to see a program that went 1-31 in his first season at Towson vault to 2nd place in the CA standings, win a school record 25 games, and advance to the quarterfinals of the CIT. Now, unfortunately, 4 double-figure scorers from that team have graduated, including 2-time CAA Player of the Year Jarrell Benneman and a pair of all-conference performers in Marcus Damas and Rafael Guthrie. Coach Scarry has raised the bar and turned Towson into a contender in the CAA by playing a hard-nosed style that revolves around defense and rebounding. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that success with a new cast of characters.
It certainly will be a tough task for the Tigers to replace all that scoring as they were selected 7th in the predicted order of finish. Ford McGlynn does return for Towson, and the sharpshooter was a big contributor last season with those seniors.
Yeah, Ford McGlynn brought high expectations after transferring from Vermont, where he was the America East Rookie of the Year. It took him a while to get going, but he played his best games at the end of the year in the CIT, including hitting a game-winning half-court shot against USC Upstate and scoring 23 points at East Tennessee State. The Tigers also returned junior forward Tamaj Parker-Rivera, who started all 36 games in the post and averaged 6 points and 5 rebounds per game. Sophomores Walter Foster and John Davis made contributions off the bench last year and should be ready to step into more prominent roles with the loss of the 4 starters. Now, Towson has also added some newcomers who should help right away. Guard A.J. Ashcroft is a transfer from Vanderbilt. 6'9" forward Alex Gilrelovic was a 3-year letterman at Dayton, and point guard Josh Ivory began his career at Cleveland State.
Coach Scarry spoke about how Ford McGlynn's role will change this season for the Tigers at Media Day.
He's a weapon. You know, he's one of the best 3-point shooters and free throw shooters there is. Now he needs to be a complete player for us on both ends of the floor, not just a weapon. He led us in points per shot last year, which is pretty impressive seeing some of the guys that we had in the program. But now he's got to take that next step and be a complete player. And, you know, he's worked hard, so we think he's capable of doing that.
The men's team will open up the 2014-15 season in Tuscaloosa on Friday night at 9, November the 14th, as they take on Alabama live on the SEC Network, while the women will play earlier in the day at noon at Penn State.
To go along with our preview today, we have our coaches one-on-one features. The CAA.TV crew got to know Coach Reed-Geckler and Coach Scarry a little better at Media Day. You can watch them now on both the CAA women's and men's basketball blogs, Hoop Scoop and Baseline Buzz.
Like they say, Rob, all good things must come to an end as we wrap up with William and Mary on our CAA Hoops weekly season preview series tomorrow. Make sure to check back with us as we take a look at the Tribe. Have a great day.